What's up, YouTube? Just a little update on the Monte Carlo SS. I pulled the carpet out to clean it, and I found some surface rust over there and over here. Like I said, it ain't got a roof rail seal in it, so I had to test water. Just ran down in here when the other guy had it, so I stripped it all out. It was just surface rust, so it was real easy to remove. I primed it with epoxy primer and then painted it. I haven't decided if I wanted to bed liner it or just leave it like it is and throw the carpet back in. It won't ever see rain again. I don't drive it in the rain. I won't drive it in the rain. Never drove that one in the rain over there. I got the steering column back in, got my gauges in, got my vacuum gauge right down there. Oil, temp, and voltage. The problem I was having the other day was I was wiring the car up to crank by the key instead of hot wiring it. Ran my wires all the way over the top of the transmission bell housing. What I was trying to do, the main power wire that powers the inside of the car is going right to the back of the alternator, and then run another wire straight to the battery to keep it neat. Well, the alternator, I guess, is getting confused, thinking that it's not charging, so what it was doing was it was putting out every last bit of pressure it had and killing the engine. And my voltage was running 16 to 18 volts, which is good, but not for a GM Delco starter. Stock anyways. So I had to take that wire off the back and run it back down into the main power wire, which runs to the battery, and just run one wire from the back of the starter, the alternator, straight to the battery. So it'll idle fine, and then when I hook the regulator back up, that kicks on and off the regulator inside the alternator there, it bogs the engine down to almost a dead stop, and I could hear the alternator whining. Another problem that I had when I got in the car, he told me the headlights work. Well, I'm driving down the road, it's getting dark outside, I pull the switch and nothing happens. So I'm riding down the road at dusk with no headlights. So I had some wire in the car I pulled over, and I got the aftermarket headlights in it. I'll show you that real quick. It's got the regular plug-in for the headlights. Then it's got these. What these are aftermarket headlights. They got a red halo ring around them. So I got those, I wired those straight up and they worked. The main problem I'm having is I cut it when they change the front clip out. And what I'm trying to figure out is, I pull the switch and the fog lights and all the running lights work. There's sign marker lights. But if anybody's got a video or a picture they want to upload, scold Monte. I don't know if you got the same headlight wiring or anything on yours. I don't know if yours is a SS or not, if it's got the fog lights or anything. But like I said, they work whenever you the fog lights work whenever you pull the headlight switch out, but the main headlights won't work. And I know that it could be the bright light switch is staying on brights, but even if it's on brights, one of the headlights should work and the fog light shouldn't come on. If it's on dims, one of the headlights should work and the fog light should come on. But the switch is bad. I gotta replace it. This isn't the original steering column, but I can pull the switch out, and I noticed when I pull the switch out, I have to turn it just a little bit for the dash lights and for the lights to come on in the gauges. That tells me the switch is worn out. Now the blue command over there does the same thing, but the headlights still come on regardless. Give a walk around. This switch, you pull it out, and all of it still works. The other one doesn't. So if anybody's got a video or anything they want to upload to help me out on that, it'd be very helpful. That way I can deal with it. I did paint my seats, but I don't have the keys to the trunk with me. They're in the house. I don't feel like going and getting them. So I'll upload a video of that whenever I go inside and get the seats put in the car, which I should be doing that this weekend. But for a lot of you who don't know, on the Edelbrock, if you have a stumble when you open it full throttle, this bar right here, the top setting is the least amount of fuel that squirts into the accelerator pump. All the way to the bottom, that's more for a big block car. Middle, yeah, that's, you know, factory, but see, mine has a heavy cam in it, and all you know that if you have a cam in a vehicle, it runs rich just about all the time. It takes a lot of tuning to get them not. Mine runs perfect. It took me a long time to get it that way. So what I did was I moved it to the top, and I held it about 2,500, then I just floorboard it, and it just picks up and goes. It don't stumble, it don't fall on its face. You can pretty much guarantee yourself that if you got it at idle and it stumbles, it's going to stumble when you go down the road. And the Edelbrocks are all bad about it, simply because, you know, they're like a Rochester. The four-wheels will kick in even with it sitting here, and a Holly won't do it. A Holly, you know, you got to have a lot of pressure for the back barrel to kick in, and you can change out the springs. There's a little something's going on here. I'm just trying to get it all wired up so I can drive it again. I was driving before, and I just, like I said, it was all just misdone. I can't drive it like that. I just can't. It's like a fire hazard, so I had to redo a lot of this stuff. But Monte Carlos are a little different for me. I'm used to working on 70s model cars. Are real easy. You know, you only got like 4 wires and you're done. But all the wiring on that was never messed with, so it was pretty much plug and go. But on this, it was just all hacked up. So I know you don't need the ECU when you change the carburetor, so I did away with that. They cut it, so I figured I don't need to try to salvage any of that. But this is just the blower and air conditioning stuff. I'm going to run heater. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run a plate over here, fiberglass it in, that way I can just have heat blow straight through there without having this big bulky box hanging off all over the engine where I can't work on it. So. Alright guys, that's what's going on with the Monte Carlo. Leave me comments on the headlight thing and let me know what you think.